Like many of us, I experienced bullying during my teenage years. Bullying is so harmful because it has the power to negatively impact self-confidence, distort our self-image, and ultimately make us question our self-belief. And whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're probably right. I don't just see magic as being light entertainment. When I perform, I like to take my audience on a meaningful journey with me. I control their perception. Now you see me, now you don't. And by doing this, what I really want is to make them feel. Welcome back. I wanted to try and give one group of people a similar experience of powerlessness to what being bullied felt like to me. This is going to be you. You just want to step up here. If you guys could just go and stand over there. Can you remember learning to read by any chance?
Yeah.
You can. Did you have something called flashcards? There's like, cardboard with word written on them. Yeah. Okay, I've got something like that with me today. So the first one there, can you read that? Read it out loud.
Education.
And education. Right, great. Okay, thank you very much. We'll go back to that in a second. Just close your eyes for me, please. Take a deep breath in. And out. Can you ever remember a time when there was something that just really seemed really simple to do, but no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't do it? You could see everybody else doing it, and it was really, really the easiest thing in the world. But you tried, and everyone else seemed to find it so easy, but you just couldn't do it. Okay, look at me. Right, let's try this. What does that say? Read that out loud.
Educaten.
What does that say? Can you read that?
Education.
Right, great. Nothing? No? Try another one. Try that one. Read that.
It doesn't make sense.
Try. Sound it out. That's what English teachers used to say. Sound it out.
Loud.
Out loud, please.
Laughingly.
You know the word, right? Laughingly. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try one more.
Cosini.
Conscience. How does that feel? Is that weird?
Yeah.
Is that really weird? Try that one.
Nats. Nanka.
Maintenance.
You ever experienced anything like this before?
No.
Look at me. Close your eyes. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. Read that.
Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Thank you very much indeed.
I felt like something was wrong with me, to be honest. Like, I definitely know that I couldn't read those words, and then everyone else could.
I noticed you've got a ring on. Would you mind taking it off for me? I genuinely believe that a small change in mindset can have a massive effect on our fortunes because it can impact the decisions we make. You have the power to make anything you want happen. You just have to make the choice. In a moment, I'm going to make some decisions. We're doing a piece now that's completely themed around decisions because I believe that the decisions we make are in part responsible for the quality of our lives. So each of you is today going to make a decision on purpose, resulting in, ultimately, the choice of a page number. Now, for the first three of you, that's going to be a group decision with a page number. If you know the consequences of the decisions you're making, you're more likely to try and second guess me and come up with something maybe not as naturally as you would have done if you didn't know, okay? So for that reason, I've really had to keep you one step away from the consequences of that decision. The exception to that is you, Brian, who is going to do something very literally later on. You'll see what that is
Right.
all the time. But because of that, I need you to neither see nor hear anything that happens before that time.
Right.
So I'm going to put this blindfold on you.
Okay.
All right, okay, adjust that so it's comfortable. And you are going to listen to some music. Okay, I'm just going to turn that on. Can you hear me? I'll take that as a no. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we are essentially choosing a number, a 4-digit number, could be up to 4 digits, between 1 and 1,760 something. You'll see why that is in a minute. So your choice is the first digit. It's going to be either a 1 or a 0, but like I said, rather than having you think of a 1 or a 0 because you know what that would mean, I'm going to do it different. Was it gone? Okay, pound coin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this behind my back. I'm going to put this in one of my palms and you're going to choose a hand.
Okay.
Okay? So if I just do that right now. Okay, so 2 closed palms. One hand contains the coin, one hand is empty. If you choose the hand with the coin in it, we're going to take that as being a 1. If you choose the empty hand, we're going to take that as being a 0.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's the one you want. Are you sure?
Yep.
100%?
Yep.
Okay. So you've chosen the empty hand. The coin is over here.
Okay.
So the number is going to be a 0. Okay, so the first digit's a 0. Right, okay, moving on to number 2. Tom, do you want to stand up with me? We're going to come over to the table. Right, your choice is now a number between 0 and 9. So the way we're going to do that, because I can't have you just think of a number, because you know what that means, we're instead going to use these symbols. So I have here 10 symbol cards. I'll just rejig some things around here. Let's put that there. Okay, great. Okay, so all I want you to do is let your eyes glaze over those and just select a symbol. Anything you like.
Okay,
You're going to pick the divide sign. Okay, so we'll put that over there. Right. Now, I've got to find how that relates to numbers. So you pick the divide sign. You could have picked any symbol, effectively. Right, okay. Great, okay. Now, if I turn these over, you'll see that each one has a digit on the back. So 2, 4, 5. They're all different digits. You picked number 7, okay? Take a seat. So that's 07. So it's 700 and something, 07. Hi, Jared. Hi, good to meet you. Do you want to stand up? Just in front of this rather weird. Do you understand? Just
I'm sorry.
In front of this weird-looking thing right here. Right. This is what I've called the quirky advent calendar. It's got like kind of too many windows on it.
Okay.
Essentially, these are 99 slips of paper attached to this.
Right.
Inside each one is a different number between 0 and 99.
Okay.
Now, when artists create pictures and when film directors create images, your vision, your attention should be grabbed, your focus should be grabbed by one particular part of it. So I just want you to let your eyes fall over that, and whichever one takes your fancy, ultimately. Pull it off the board.
This one.
Right, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's your choice. Are you sure? Do you want to change your mind?
No, I'm happy with
No,
that.
that's 100%. That's your choice. Okay, so that's right there in the plastic bag. Okay, now I've put that in the plastic bag for a couple of reasons. Number one is if I keep holding it, people think I'm doing something. The second reason is I wanted it out of the way so as not to cause confusion, because there are going to be a lot of people on the other side of that camera that think every single slip of paper on this board must be the same number. Right? So I want you to take a couple more off from anywhere you like and open them up and show them to the camera. Okay? So that's 18.
Yeah, which way?
Indeed. I forgot to do that one. Right. 68 or 89, but ultimately they are all 3 different. Right, okay, great. And that was your choice. I want you to open the bag. You can drop those on the floor, yeah. Open the bag and take out the number inside and show us what that is.
37.
37. All right, take a seat. Thank you, Jared. 37. It's fine, we don't need that anymore. 37. So that makes the page number overall 737. We're now going to take Brian out of his slumber and introduce him to the game. Okay. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
Hi, you all right? Did you like the music?
It was okay. Not my choice, but there you go.
Okay, great. Right, okay, so while you were out, this group of people here, they came up with what eventually ended up being a 3-digit number. Right, that number is a page number from that catalogue. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to just check a couple of things with you. Right, I'm just going to check a couple of things with you. First of all, that was a regular blindfold. It did nothing else but block your vision. Right?
Yes.
And secondly, the headphones, that was just music playing.
It was just
At
music.
no point did a voice or anything come through and tell you what to do or anything like that.
No.
Nothing like that.
Just
Okay, great. Okay, pick up the catalogue.
Yep.
Away. Pick up the catalogue. Turn to page 737.
Put my glasses on.
Great.
700 and...
37. See what's there. Okay, page 737. Right. Consider the products on that page.
Yeah.
And just point to one. That one. Okay. Great. Okay. You got that? That green kettle. The green kettle. Now, even though Brian made that choice, that was actually a group choice, because if you had chosen the other hand, Sylvia, if you'd chosen the hand with the coin in it, it wouldn't have been a 0, it would have been a 1, and it would have been a different page. If you'd have not chosen the symbol that you chose, it wouldn't have been a number 7, and it would have been a different page. And if you hadn't have chosen the one next to the gold star on the canvas, if you hadn't chosen number 37, we wouldn't have ended up on page 737, and it would have been a different page, and Brian would not have chosen that green kettle. Over here we have a box that's been sealed the entire time. Jared, if you want to stand up and just come over here, rip the cloth off the box, you know, and take that off. Right, lift this up so we can see it. Right, just lift it up. Right, now that is sealed, it's wrapped, it's sealed. That is seamless, there's no tape there. There is no way we could have loaded an item into that box. This is not some kind of trick. I want you to take that over to the table, lift it up, bring it over to the table. Right here, slap it on the table right there. Right, now if everybody could gather round. Right, I want you to rip this open like it's Christmas morning. Okay, and open that up. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the green kettle. Wow, this has been real magic. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. So there it is. The end. For me, magic isn't just about tricks. The real magic is in the instant connections I can make with total strangers, and the joy and wonder I can bring them, and in the inspiring power of doing the impossible. Whether I'm plucking thoughts from their minds, making solid objects vanish and then reappear, piercing my skin with needles, or seeming to predict the future. Magic is an elusive and fleeting feeling, and just for a moment, right then and right there, it's real. And that is an amazing thing.
I wasn't terribly comfortable with that. She sort of asked me to pull the needle out, and it was wedged in there pretty well.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a strange one, because obviously, like I say, you're standing from the side, you're trying to process it, and you're trying to second guess everything that's going on.
Did you have a card with after start with?
No. No. No words. Crazy.
What?
Crazy.
I'm confused of what happened.
Yeah, I was pretty glad it wasn't me.
Some magic tricks you can see through that are very kind of clunky, but I love when you get a new trick you've never actually seen before, and you go, how on earth? That's when the real magic.
That was really, really good. It was really, really surprising. He got me to pick a card as well. He didn't say it. It was the 9 of hearts. He actually got me to ring my dad, and my dad actually named out the card without knowing what it was.
I can't believe it. That good.
There are no other words.
I would have stood there all day and watched it all and be confused all day.
That's very strange.
That's really cool.
No, I've never been in person doing it, so I've seen it before on TV and things, but yeah, never in person.